Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review YouTube channel, where today it is the friendly between Newcastle United and Mainz. Can I just get a check that everybody can hear me okay? If somebody can just put in the comments that the sound is okay. Just trying to get all this equipment working. Just waiting for someone to comment that they can hear me okay. Good, brilliant. Welcome, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review. First watch along of the season. I'm not quite sure what the hell's going on with my screen here, why I've only got the background in, but we'll make do with what we can. It's just the way it goes, unfortunately. I hope everyone's doing all right on this red hot day, just before we take on Mainz in the friendly over here in Austria. Certainly going to be a very, very good game. I'm expecting a decent performance today from Newcastle United. There's, a lot of changes to the side, of course. That is how we line up today. We've gone with Dubravka in goal, Kieran Trippier, Fabian Schär, Sven Botman, Paul Dummett, Bruno, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Fraser, and Wood. So it's a little bit of, the same sort of team that we had out for the last half an hour of the other game. Against Munich the other day. So lots of obviously substitutes. We've got the usual suspects on the subs bench and a couple of youngsters there. So hopefully we might get to see a couple of youngsters play today. But again, we'll just have to wait and see because it's one of those, isn't it? Just see how the performance goes. A couple of minutes to kick off, guys. I'll just put the live broadcast on now, and then I'll have to mute that. So I believe it's Radio Newcastle commentating on it, which is nice. But the players are just coming onto the pitch. Again, lots of Newcastle fans there, ready to go. And it certainly looks like a very, very warm day in Austria, as it is, of course, over here in Blighty. So we'll just have to... Well, I've got fans on me. I don't know how you guys are doing, but it is absolutely red hot. So yeah, we'll just have to do the best we can. I'm not sure what's going on with this, why I can't get to full screen, but never mind. It doesn't matter, does it? You can still see me, and that's what it's all about. Just going through that. Patrick Elsa is the referee. Kieran Trippier is captain for today. Now, I've already done a video on that. Of what I think of that. I'm not too impressed, to be honest, that Jamal Lascelles is continuing his captaincy at the club. I don't understand it. I don't get why. But listen, that's the way it goes. He's captain, he's club captain, and Eddie Howe has made his feelings quite clear. Michael Marsden, thank you for a very early £10 super chat. I believe it came in. Yes, it did. Thank you very much. Really do appreciate that, Michael. Obviously the comments are flying through. We've got over nearly 400 watching, which is absolutely incredible for a watch along, but it's brilliant at the same time as the toss is just happening now. Just trying to see who's actually won the toss here and who's going to kick this game off. Just trying to look at the Mainz team, seeing if there's any names there that I recognize. Certainly none. Some interesting names, but nothing that I really know. Even on the subs bench, to be honest. But hey, I don't follow Mainz Football Club. Bayer Leverkusen are my German team, so there we go. Should pin a comment saying how to find it. Look, it's on NUFC TV, guys, on the main website. Just go to nufc.co.uk and you can watch it that way. It's pretty simple. I'm not going to risk anything now to dislodge my camera. I find out that last night I had to use my iMac camera simply because it was a Stream Deck issue, putting it on a hub, which I've got an iMac, so I need a hub. So there you go. But anyway, Mainz are going to kick us off, and we're going to get going. And again, guys, if you're ahead of me, don't put anything in the comments until I've commented on it, and we can all talk about it together. So the match is underway. Now, remember, Mainz are, of course, a Bundesliga side, 2 leagues up from our friends in Munich who we played on Friday. So this might be a very, very different test for Newcastle United. Ian says he's reckoning a 2-0 win for Newcastle. I'm expecting a good start here from this 11 because obviously you know how they did in the last 30 minutes of the game the other day. Mainz trying a shot from 25 yards there, but it's brought out by Joe Linton and it's now back in Paul Dummett's possession. He plays a little ball across to Botman, who slides it across to Trippier on the right-hand side up to the midfield. That's a terrible touch from Sean Longstaff, but he just got away with that. And nice little control from Chris Wood, and he lays it off to Joe Linton. Joe Linton out wide now to Ryan Fraser, who's deciding to have a bit of a run, and he plays it left to Paul Dummett. Dummett, a little heavy touch there, but it's a throw to Newcastle United. So first minute gone, I just realised I haven't started the bloody clock. That's me just out of sync with everything at the minute with regards to watch-alongs. But hey-ho. I'll start it off at 2 minutes because I know how bloody slow this clock is at times. And start. There we go. So the clock is underway now as well. So there we go. We have the clock. Newcastle have the ball with Kieran Trippier just on the halfway line. Little play into midfield there. Now it's played down the line, looking for the runner, Chris Wood. Headed away pretty easily. I'm just hoping that Chris Wood has a decent game today. I just want to see him have a decent game. We've seen so many times Newcastle United, pumping the ball up to him and he can't hold it, or his second touch is a tackle, etc. I just want him to have a decent game today. Maybe boost his confidence ahead of the new season. Anyway, here come Newcastle now with with Bruno. Knocks it down to Trippier on the right-hand side. Trippier cuts back. Oh, I thought that was Trippier. Here's Trippier on the ball now, and he plays it inside. Again, Newcastle trying this little one-touch football. Long ball across the field from Cher, but just a bit too long for Ryan Fraser, and it goes out for a throw-in to Mainz. Now, obviously, I'd love to beat Mainz today simply because of the comments that the fans made before the game, and I think every Newcastle United fan feels the same. We want to see a little bit of a different approach from Newcastle United and just tonk the bastards, basically. But it is with Fabian Cher in the middle of the park at the minute. Turns around, gives it to Dummett on the left-hand side. Now, Paul Dummett moving forward, plays the ball down the line. It's a little bit too heavy, and it's too heavy for everybody. Chris Wood making the run, but unfortunately, he doesn't have the pace to get there, and it just trickles out. Interesting enough, the Mainz goalkeeper looks like Haaland of Manchester City. He's got a nice little blonde bun in his hair. Shocking, really, but never mind. Radio Newcastle, they're commentating on the game, I believe, if you're watching it live on the Tinternet. But hopefully, nearly 500 watching us, so it's a great viewing figures already. And already Fabian Scher's having a bit of an argument with their number 9, and then they just turn around and have a good laugh about it. To be fair, Scher was trying to take his shirt off, without a doubt, a free kick. Billy's in the house. Kappa strip. Wow. Yes, it is a Kappa strip, of course, from Mainz, but probably better than Castoria. So let's not get me started in this heat on Castoria, or I will lose my mind. Mainz trying to play some one-touch football down Newcastle's left-hand side, but unfortunately for them, it was a heavy touch, and it's all the way back to Martin Dubravka. But of course, the German teams are well ahead, well advanced in their pre-season already because of their league starting very, very shortly with the World Cup, of course. So everything's starting early, but I believe the Bundesliga kicks off a little bit earlier than the Premier League. But there you go. Buns should have chips in. They should be on the bloke's head. They shouldn't be on a bloke's head, says Lee. I absolutely agree. It's that awful commentator from the other day, says Ross. Oh, well. Let's tune into the Toon review so you don't have to put up with that crap anymore. And of course, I'm very unbiased when it comes to Newcastle United commentary. But here's Ryan Fraser now through the middle. Nice little touch to Joe Linton. Joe Linton outside now. This is an opportunity for Newcastle. It's with Sean Longstaff. And he loses the ball. Oh, that's a terrible clearance from Mainz. Comes back to Paul Dummett. Dummett, nice little 1-2 with Big Joe. Can he get the cross in? Nobody wins a corner. Good work from Newcastle down that left-hand side there. I thought initially Sean Longstaff had lost the ball, but it rebounded nicely from us from a terrible clearance. But Ryan Fraser was taken out pretty badly in the build-up there. These Germans are getting stuck in. Jules says, Toon Review hair advice, a service we provide. Indeed. I'm not so keen on man buns, though, I have to say. But, everybody has a choice of how they like their hair. Shah, beautiful ball out to the right-hand side now to Kieran Trippier, who is captain. And that's a nice bit of play from Miggy, letting the ball run. He goes after it. Good tackle, but it's Mainz trying to play out from the back and don't do it very successfully. We get a throw in. Not a bad start, I have to say, from the Toon here. It's quite a quick start of the game. Lots of quick passing. Lots of little sprints here and there, which we know Eddie Howe wants. He wants those quick sprints. He wants those players to get after the ball. And that's exactly what they're showing at the minute. Dummett here on the left-hand side. Nice little touch to Fraser. That guy better be careful from Mainz. He's just went very, very hard in on Joe Linton, putting his studs up. And I think Joe's going to let him know sometime in this match that you don't do that to Big Joe anymore. But the Germans, as we saw with Munich on Friday, they're not sort of frightened to get stuck in and certainly put the feet in. Vitamins is able to watch from the US on the website without a VPN. That's interesting because a lot of people were complaining that it was VPNs only, but that's good news. Heard the commentator, turned it on mute straight to the Toon Review. Nice one, James. Nice one, my friend. Honestly, I don't know where they got that commentator from. This is a commentator that clearly sits in front of the Wikipedia and just reads what he just types in something on Wikipedia and then just reads the feckin' thing. Absolutely mental. But anyway, here's Miggy on the right-hand side. Nice little turn. Jinking in and out. Comes back on his left. Nice little ball into Bruno. Bruno looking for a bit of support. Lovely outside of the football now to Dummett. Dummett to Fraser. Dummett goes on a run. Fraser cuts back, plays it in short. That's nice. Bruno tried a little one touch there to bring in Joe Linton, but it just overhit and back to the man bun in the goal. And Bruno's starting to get lots of touches. Is this the same bloke as the other day commentating, says Carl? Yes, it is, but not on this channel. So you may as well mute it and listen to the Toon Review commentary. That's the best way to do it, my friend. Joe's going to drop him like a bad habit. Yeah, he is, Emily. Joe Linton doesn't take no crap like that anymore. But here's Mainz now. Cross comes into the box. Good defending by Paul Dummett. And again, that's what I love to see about Paul Dummett. That's a foul on Bruno. Getting him where it hurts, even in friendlies. You know, we've seen this from Paul Dummett throughout the years. Just getting stuck in, isn't he? Just doesn't mind putting his head in where it hurts to clear the ball. And again, that's what we've seen. And that's why sometimes I just think, Paul Dummett would be better off as a centre-back because he's good in the air and he's certainly brave as hell. He just doesn't care. Kevin says, Paul, just get on with your watch-along. Stop making stupid comments. It's the Toon who are playing. Well, I'm very sorry, Kevin. Don't like it, don't watch, my friend. Simple as that. Ball out to the left. He is Paul Dummett. Forward ball into the feet of Ryan Fraser. Out to Joe Linton now on the left-hand side. Joe cuts back, swings it inside to Bruno. Bruno, lovely little dinky touch to Dummett. And now Bruno again. Very, very tight ball that, trying to bring in Longstaff. But anyway, Bruno's got it back and he played out wide. Looking for the run of Miggy. What a hit that is. Miggy almost gets there, but just beaten to it. The goalkeeper, Miggy's on them in a flash. He really is on them in a flash. Great stuff. Guys, I'm afraid if you're not in the UK, you will not get a live feed for some reason. Although some countries clearly are, some aren't. Just listen to this commentary. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to give any links out or anything like that. We're not allowed, and I don't want to have the channel get any strikes against it either. So listen to the game and enjoy it on the Toon Review. Good afternoon, Doug. Hope you're well. Steve says, don't know who's commentating, went straight to your commentary. Thanks very much. Yeah, if you can't get all I suggest you try is you go to the Newcastle United website and see if you can stream it. And if you can, fantastic. If you can't, then you just have to listen to the commentary, guys. But if you do enjoy the commentary today, obviously do hit the like button for me. And sitting here in sweltering heat, commentating. And obviously you can donate to the channel as well, guys, if you like, by just hitting that $sign at the bottom of the live comments. And subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you know when we upload or we go live. Vitamin says, I was really impressed. I was really surprised I can see it here in Chicago. Yeah, absolutely. Loving the commentary, Paul. Thanks, Carlos. At least some people are appreciative of what you do instead of making stupid comments. People that don't know my commentary know that I'm not sort of your regular commentator, I think is the fair thing to say. But here's Miggy down the right. Tries to cut back on his left and put the cross in, but that just loops into the keeper's arms. And Mainz settled down again. Certainly, we've had the better of the play. I think certainly in the opening 10 minutes of this game, we've looked sharp, we've looked lively, we've played some nice little passes, nice intricate plays, and Mainz haven't really threatened. One ball into the box, which of course Paul Dummett dealt with quite comfortably. But Mainz are trying to play out from the back a lot of the time. We're picking it up. We're just picking them off all the time here and getting a lot more of the ball. But I really like the shape we've got with Botman and Scher as centre backs. We just look very, very comfortable. And you know what it is? I think it's going to be a very tough decision for Eddie Howe come the first game of the season as to who he goes with at centre backs. Here's Joe Linton now, knocked off the ball. And Mainz try and bring it away, but brilliant interception by Sean Longstaff gives it to Scher. Excellent work again from Longstaff, who I have to say seems to have had a rather large rocket put up his rectum in recent times, because he's starting to play some decent football in midfield, which is great. Laura says, not a chance as Wilson staying fit for a full season. I know Eddie's a little overconfident on that, I think, but we'll ball in from Fraser. Caused some trouble. He did really well there, Fraser, to get a cross in, but Mainz deal with it. And again, trying to play out from the back. They're not used to this, the way Newcastle are hassling and getting the ball back. Brilliant work from Joe Linton. Back to Fraser now again. Fraser looks up and unfortunately knocks it out of play. But great work again from Joe Linton to win the ball back. And Fraser looks absolutely knackered already. And we've got, 13 minutes gone in the game. But good on him. He's like a little terrier, isn't he? Like a little terrier down a rabbit hole. Get in. Laura says, I watched Talk Sport today, linked with Ronaldo. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. The wages that he commands. I'd love Ronaldo for a season at Newcastle. I just can't see him playing for any other Premier League team, though, unfortunately. Again, though, football is a very strange game, and you just don't know how it's going to end up. Laura wants to keep Elliot Anderson. So do I. I think he'd be brilliant. To have him in the 25-man squad. Of course, we don't have to register him in that 25-man squad because of his age, so he still could play even if he's not registered. So that's the bonus. But a lot of people saying he's going back out on loan. So that's a terrible foul on Miggy. Miggy beat him for pace there, and that lump of a German just knocked him flying. And Miggy's down. Clutching his left knee by the looks of things. That was a terrible tackle. And again, these Germans are not holding back, to be honest. That's an awful tackle, and he wasn't even booked. I mean, I know it's a friendly, guys, but when you go in and you're like 5 miles late, Jesus Christ. Awful tackle. But we do have a free kick in a very good situation here. He doesn't seem too vocal, does the man Bun in the goal for Mainz at the minute. But this is an opportunity. And, this is where I'd like to see Chris Wood get more involved in the play. Actually, getting on the end of these crosses, because this is the type of thing that he should be thriving on. But, you've got the height of Botman. You've got Scher in the middle as well. We've got some height this season. Some big players in there. Here comes the ball from Trippier. Headed away. A good header, in fact. It comes all the way back to Dummett. Dummett plays it into Fraser. Fraser looks to get a quick cross in, plays it back to Dummett. Dummett can't get round the Mainz defender, and it trickles out for a goal kick. A little bit disappointing there. I expected another cross to come in, but it didn't. Rachel says, should have been booked for that tackle. Absolutely, 100%. Miggy was hacked by Hack. Listen, I don't proclaim to know any of these Mainz players, so I'm. But here, again, they're playing out from the back. We're on them, we're on them like flies around shit. As soon as they've got the ball, we're on them. And listen, the pressing from Eddie's team is fantastic here. And this is what I'm looking forward to for the new season. Newcastle just swarming all over players to get the ball back. tremendous. I don't know whether they can keep this pace up, but really they've gone at Mainz with certainly the right attitude early doors. Glenn says red and white, Doughty Jormans, indeed. Here's Cher. Lays it off to Dummett again, who's been very busy in this first half. Long ball looking for Miggy on the right-hand side, but it's comfortably headed back to the man bun. And Mainz, again, trying to play it out from the back, but we're all over them again. And this time the goalkeeper has to go long. Fabian Cher is... yes, it is Cher. Brilliantly taken down. Absolutely brilliant piece of play from Cher. Knocks it right across to Paul Dummett again, who's seen a lot of the ball in this first half. Fraser, back to Botman. Botman into Bruno. Bruno gets his head up, looking for the pass, but just lays it off to Fabian Cher. Comfortable again in possession, Newcastle. Into Botman. Botman will go left again to Paul Dummett. Sorry, it's Fraser. He's come right back. He lays it into Dummett. Dummett back to Bruno. Bruno spins. He's got a man on him straight away. But again, what I love about Bruno is he doesn't panic. He's got the ball. He's got two Mainz players on him, but he's steady away, just holds the ball up and just gets on with the game. Mainz starting to press us a little bit here, but we're comfortably holding the ball. Nice little bit of passing. Fraser, lovely little turn, but just a little bit of a heavy touch, or he would have been away, scampering forward like Roger Rabbit there. Now, here come Mainz down the right-hand side for them. But Joe Linton's in there. Listen, you know what it is? I'm really pleased with this first, 17 and a half minutes. We've done really, really well. Well, it's actually 17 minutes, but I put my clock ahead because sometimes it slows down for some reason with the software I'm using. But that's the name of the game, guys. Again, Mainz trying to play through the middle, but we're all over them. Dummett with a header forward. Sorry, that was Botman. Look at the size of him, man. Free offside being given against... How could you be offside there, for Christ almighty? Jesus Christ almighty. That's the frustrating thing, even in bloody friendlies. Hamad says Botman looks very good on the ball. Indeed, he does. Really impressed with Botman, what I've seen so far. That's a free kick to Mainz. Right in the middle of the pitch. And the referee decided to have a word with Sean Longstaff for that. Clipped his ankle a little bit, but here come Mainz now. Oh, that ball's over the top of Dummett. And they've got a chance to whip the ball in, but Dummett recovers really well, but the cross still comes in. I think that'll be a free kick, though. Dummett was 5 miles late for that tackle, and the Mainz player's on the ground now. I just knew when I saw Dummett going in for that tackle there, I thought, hang on a minute, he's never going to win the ball or anything. So there you go. Free kick to Mainz. Oh, dear, so late. I don't think there was any malice in that tackle, but certainly certainly free kick. Way too late on the tackle. Looks like there's a slight breeze out there in Austria, which will probably help the players keep cool or coolish. Just showing Bruno there, chewing on his chewing gum, just looking calm as anything, as usual. But no goals yet, guys. Newcastle have been very, very good this first 20 minutes, I have to say. A lot better than Mainz, but this is a dangerous free kick. In it comes... and it's headed away, but it comes to the edge of the box. Crossed back in again. Good defending by Newcastle. They've got some big bodies back there. But Mainz have the ball. Opportunity here. And it's cleared away. And Fraser's going to try and get there, but Mainz win it back. This is dangerous down the right-hand side, but a good block by Joe Linton. And it goes out for a free kick. Good performance so far, says Kendo. Yeah, I agree. Throw into Mainz on the right-hand side. I turned up the commentary on Toon Review and muted the one on the match because it made me feel like I was watching golf. Yeah, he's terrible, isn't he? He really is. Newcastle have a goal kick, so nothing came of that throw in for Mainz. Paul Gallant, good afternoon. 35 degrees in Nottingham. Yeah. Listening in Benidorm. It's a bit warmish. I bet it is. Did I just see Chris Wood jump for a header? No, you've been smoking something. Here come Newcastle. Played out the right-hand side now to Almiron. Almiron met by the disgusting hack of Mainz. Here's Botman out wide to Dummett. Dummett will look inside for Chris Wood, but he can't get there. How many times will I say that while he's on the pitch? Long ball from Mainz played forward. Botman comfortably winning that header. Great defending by Joe Linton. The Mainz guy tried to push the ball past him, and Joe Linton just saw him out to play. Just eased him out with that brute strength. Brute. He's certainly a beefcake now, is our friend Joe Linton. An absolute beefcake. Grant says, I love Dummett, but don't think he's good enough anymore. I'm not sure. I'm willing to give him a chance. Look, he's going to be a squad player. You know, at the end of the day, he signed a new contract, hasn't he? So he's going to be a squad player. And, you know, with him being a squad player, he's not going to play every game. He'll probably play in the cups and things like that. Hopefully we'll have decent cup runs. And some of the fringe players will get a lot of football this season. And hopefully we're not knocked out in the first round of each bloody tournament that we play. The Brazilian Brotherhood can soak up the heat, says Kendo. Absolutely. 36 degrees in Newcastle. Yeah, it's 33 in Durham. Or last time I checked, it was. Ian says, I wish I was in Benidorm. Nice and cool. Yeah. Joe Linton has been outstanding so far. Yeah, I'm impressed with what I've seen from Joe Linton. But then again, I'm always impressed with what I see from Joe Linton these days. He just seems to be getting better and better, doesn't he? It's certainly a quite remarkable turnaround for Joe Linton. Absolutely remarkable. But still, we have no goals. 22 minutes into this game, and there's not really been any shots on goal to certainly talk. In fact, I don't think there has been a shot on goal. But Newcastle have played all right. They've played some good stuff. Nice passing, shutting down very quickly, forcing the play from Mainz. And Mainz don't like this kind of football. It's clear. Newcastle are pressing them every time that we get the ball, and it's great to see. Rhett Randy says, love the pressure replying to Mainz, closing them down, not letting them play the game they want. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm liking. And if we can transfer that into the Premier League, it's going to be even better because, you know, teams have had too much possession against us in the past, way too much possession. And it's just so nice now that we can watch a football team who are shutting teams down and not letting them play their own game. We play our game. That's a foul on Sean Longstaff. Again, niggly little fouls by Mainz. Really annoying little fouls. It was actually Bruno he brought down there. And the game is now being stopped for a cooling break. So there you go. Nice to see a cooling break, actually. Not too much pressure on the players early doors. It looks very, very hot out there. A lot of the fans that are actually there are under this very strange roof of the big stand on the far side there, trying to get shade from the sunshine. Interesting, we didn't have a cooling break in the game against Munich, but then, you know, we didn't need a break halfway through the first half because we were awful. Chormy says it's 28 degrees in Kolkata. The ref has lost his yellow card. I think so. There should have been a few bookings already. If we end this window without a striker, I'm going to put it as a bad window. Surely they see we need one. I wouldn't panic just yet. I really wouldn't. You mentioned Big Joe was a beefcake. He's turned into one from a fruitcake. Yeah, I'd agree with that. 100%. Big Joe is a man mountain these days. And he certainly bulked up for the Premier League. That's a certainty, you know, since Eddie Howe's come in. Jason Tyndall just having a word with Kieran Trippier there. Obviously, they're wanting to put some things into action that they haven't seen yet. Miggy having a good word with Eddie Howe. Stato is in the house. 28 degrees in Kufstein where the match is, so it's actually cooler than what it is here. Simon says Newcastle in control most of the game so far. Very competitive in the middle, but we are edging it. We need a bit more penetration up front. Yeah, listen, that's been my point all along. When Chris Wood plays, it looks like we're just a man down. He doesn't get involved in the game. And people have said, oh, we don't play to his strengths. I'm struggling to see what his bloody strengths are. You know, Callum just gives us something completely different, something so much better. And you know, when you're playing in the midfield and you've got Callum Wilson making all these runs for you, it's so much easier for a midfielder just to get on with it, you know, but it doesn't happen when Chris Wood's on the pitch. We don't play the same football. There's not that energy, you know, the midfielders get the ball and they're looking up and expecting to run straight away. They don't get that from Chris Wood, and that's the disappointing thing. Tony says, yeah, on the Pepsi Max, yes, but I do have a bottle of dog in the fridge for tonight's show. Don't forget, 8 o'clock live on the Toon Review for the transfer show with me, Billy and Alex. Daniela's, of course, busy working, so she can't make the show. But Alex will be having a look at, me, Billy and Alex having a look at some more players. But here come Mainz down the right-hand side, but Botman is comfortably across and just lets the ball roll out for a goal kick. I don't think the Mainz forward fancied going against Botman there. Thank you, Anthony. Loving the commentary, Paul. Class as always. Thanks, mate. 25 minutes, not a shot on target. No, that's been the disappointing thing. I think the way the game's gone, that is the only disappointment in the way Newcastle have played in this first half, that we haven't had a shot to talk about. Well, neither have Mainz, but we've had the much better of the play, and it's just a little bit disappointing that we haven't had a shot. Carl says, why didn't you try brown ale the other night? Because I forgot to get some. I've got some tonight, though. I will be trying it tonight on the show. Ian says, Mainz were 8th in the Bundesliga last season, so a useful test. Indeed it is. And it's a test which I think we've had much the better of in the first 27 minutes of this game. But again, we haven't got a shot or anything to show for it. But I just think we look a little bit weak up front, and obviously. But here, we'll see. Dummett bounces off him and goes for a throw-in. Laura says, I wonder what Trippier thinks of Lascelles being named captain. Surely he was given assurances when he came and took a massive gamble on joining us. He then led to better signings. I don't think so, Laura. I think Kieran Trippier just... listen, as far as I'm concerned, we've got numerous captains on the pitch when the likes of Bruno, Trippier, Callum Wilson are on the field. To an extent, Fabian Schär, good experience. So we've got a list of captains already on the field. So I don't think it matters who wears the armband. I was just really surprised that Lascelles was... Obviously, Lascelles may be doing a lot behind the scenes that we don't see. But I'm not a fan of Lascelles as a footballer anymore, but as a captain, he may well be very good in the dressing room. But we've got leaders all over the pitch. That's the main thing, and that's what we need to take into consideration. But here come Mainz now, breaking down the right-hand side. Great defending again. But the referees give a free kick. Well, Bruno edged him off the ball, and of course the German goes... flying, and there you go. Free kick to Mainz. Seattle Geordie, good afternoon all. Just tried to get into the game. Not allowed in the US. Yippee. Seems we might need a striker. Well, somebody else in the US is on without a VPN, which is strange. But it must be different states or whatever. I don't know. Escobar says, why can't Newcastle score? They scored 3 last time. Well, because they're up against much better opposition for a start. Mainz are a Bundesliga side, 1860 Munich with the equivalent of a League One side. So very, very different opposition today. It's going to be an in-swinger. Here it comes from Mainz, headed away very well. I think with Botman got to that one. And Newcastle don't really clear the lines. Missed kick by Trippier there. Shot comes in, and Dubravka flies through the air like an eagle. However, he didn't need to. But I think he just fancied having a dive at that just to get at the action. Deflected off Sven Botman's right foot there, but well held by Dubravka, and we are still 0-0 as we approach the half hour. So again, no shots to really talk about. That was a shot from Mainz, but it ended up like a balloon and straight into the hands of Martin Dubravka. 30 degrees in Kent and Newcastle. Get the fan on with a cold Stella. Yes, definitely. Carlos has just had a Calippo and was nice. There's a chance my computer thinks it's in the UK. Oh, well, there you go. Mainz look like they have a corner here. No, it's a throw-in. Right by the corner flag. Played back. Now they play it into the box. It's a long ball in, but really way too comfortable. That's the first shot in anger, but it's sliced way high and wide over the bar from Mainz, and it remains goalless. We've just took our foot off the gas a little bit here. Mainz have had a bit more of the ball the last 5 minutes, but that was never testing Dubravka in a million years. Now here's Bruno. Bruno looks to play through. Great little ball through for Fraser. Fraser slips and almost wipes the goalkeeper out. He comes out to clear the ball. He's about 5-10 yards outside of his box. Fraser slipped just as the goalkeeper kicked the ball. That's a lovely ball over the top now for Miggy. Miggy in the box, pulls it back. Oh, my God. Listen, Chris Wood had a shot. I don't need to say any more. Absolute balloons it miles over the bar. I mean, what more? Oh, substitution for Newcastle here on the half hour. And it's Paul Dummett coming off, and he's replaced by Matt Ritchie. I hope that's not another injury for Paul Dummett. I hope that's just a tactical one to get some minutes for Matt Ritchie. Because if that's another injury to Dummett, oh my God, I feel for him. I really do. But anyway, it didn't look like he was limping or anything, but strange. It could be just for minutes for Ritchie on half an hour. Dummett got a few minutes in the other day. I guess we'll see. Loving the commentary, Paul. Nothing like a J7 the beefcake. Absolutely. Yeah, Ian, you're right. The James Webb Telescope is still tracking that shot from Chris Wood, which is heading right for the moon. Awful shot, I think it's fair to say. I just, people keep saying to me, "Oh, give him a chance, give him a chance." How much of a chance does this kid need? You know what I mean? I just, there's no way Chris Wood is worth 25 million quid. Never in a million sodden years. But here come Mainz down the left-hand side now. Cross comes in. It's a low one. Oh, it's completely missed. Sven Botman completely miskicked that. Here come Mainz again, but that ball's too far, and it rolls for a goal kick. He went to clear that, Sven Botman, and completely balloon shotted that. Kendo says Austria looks amazing. It really does. Wood trying to kick the ball to me in Singapore. Yeah. It'll probably be landing there in the next 17 hours. It's still up there somewhere. Julie J says not worth 25 pence, let alone 25 million. I totally agree. Glenn says he's 46 and more mobile than Chris Wood. Listen, I think somebody on a commode is more mobile than Chris Wood, but hey, he may score. Let's just wait and see. Long ball from Bruno out to Trippier on the right-hand side. Longstaff went to overlap, but what a ball from Trippier to find Joe Linton, but his first touch is awful, but he regains possession and he'll play it. He'll keep it in. Plays it back to Matt Ritchie. Ritchie fancies a run at the defender, tries to whip it in, and the goalkeeper takes it. Under pressure from Miggy, but still no shot in anger from Newcastle United, and 33 minutes into the game. Little disappointing. We still haven't had a shot in anger. Chris Wood obviously should have hit the target from where he hit that shot, but unfortunately for us, he thought he was playing rugby again. Fabian Schär going on a big run forward again. Boy, these Germans are leaving the foot in, but here's Fraser now, and a good opportunity for Newcastle. Oh, Jesus, whip, man! Tried to play it out to Chris Wood, and he didn't even touch the ball. He let it roll past him, out for a fecking throw in. Honestly, man, he's got no control ability, this guy. He's just got nothing. Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, Carlos, there will be a show at 8 o'clock tonight. We are doing the transfer show, so do tune into that. Me, Billy, and Alex will be there. Here's Matt Ritchie now, just crossing over the halfway line on the left-hand side, into Joe Linton. Back to Botman. Botman plays it into Longstaff. Here's Joe Linton. Nice ball out wide to Trippier now. Trippier, bit of space and a bit of time, but can't see a through ball. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Trippier's looking for a forward run, and he gets nothing from Chris Wood because he's stuck on his fat ass in the middle of the ground without even trying to make a run. The guy's a tit, man. He's useless. And I know it's only a friendly, but when you see, you see all the other players working the frigging asses off, and then you see freaking Chris Wood dialing around in the middle, not making any runs for anybody. Longstaff now plays a nice ball out to Fabian Schär, who brings the ball over the halfway line. Has a look up, gives it into Bruno. Bruno head up again, looking for some space. Plays a lovely ball out wide to Matt Ritchie on the left-hand side. What a pass that was. Joe Linton back to Matt Ritchie. Nice little 1-2. Ritchie plays the ball in, but it was a poor cross. And Mainz get it away. But well won back for Kieran Trippier. That is brilliant from the Newcastle captain. And a chance! And once again... If that's... How is that a goal? Surely he did not shoot that wide from there. Oh, my good Lord. He's claiming a corner, but either way, why didn't he just shoot that straight away, man? He's so slow. Newcastle, though, with a lot of pressure on Mainz at the minute, really starting to finish this last 5 minutes really well. Oh, I think he's bought that, the referee. I don't think that was a foul, but he's bought it. He's bought it. CKM says one of the first tasks, Paul, where if you swap only Wood for Wilson, it shows massively. 100% agree. Absolutely. This is why we need a striker, guys. I'm under no illusion. I don't know how the hell the referees bought that from Miggy. But never mind. We've got a free kick in a really, really good position here. Yano says Wood is amazing. He's equally awful with both feet. Absolutely. It's just, come on. Let's be honest. I don't see how he can get anybody that thinks he does anything. He's terrible. But this is very interesting. I wonder if Trippier's going to go for a free kick hit. He is, and it's deflected over the top for a Newcastle corner. I'd love to have known where that was heading. Certainly looked like it was dipping in the top corner. Morning, Brian. I hope you're well. Just in time to hear Paul talk about a fat ass. Yeah. That's a nice bit of play. Longstaff, head up. Oh, man. Christ, Sean, you had loads of time there. I'm not sure what Sean Longstaff was actually trying to do there by the byline. He's just absolutely lashed the ball into Germany. They'll need a friggin' passport that to get into Germany after the he's just given it. Sod now, man. Just play a nice ball into the box. Still no real shot in anger as the referee is telling the Mainz substitutes to bugger off away from the side of the pitch. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, sell Wood to the Mackhams. That seems like a good choice right now, to be honest. .38 minutes coming up, and still we are at 0-0. But Newcastle have certainly had the better again of the last 10 minutes, but they haven't had any shot in anger. They've had opportunities, but they've all fallen to the wrong man, which is really crazy to say considering he's our striker. The referee's wave play on. Cross came in, but it was blocked, and then the referee decides he's given a handball there against Kieran Trippier. I thought he'd actually pulled it back for a free kick for a foul on there. For foul by Miggy, which clearly was a foul, but then he's gone to cross it in, and it's obviously hit Trippier's hand, and he's given a free kick just on the edge of the box here. Dangerous. This again is going to test our defenders. James says, haha, I should have stuck with your commentary. This one sounds like he's commentating on a cricket game. Well, you learn by your mistakes, James. He's a terrible commentator. Literally a running track around the pitch and they warm up there. Mind games. I mean, yeah, can you imagine? They're playing mind games in a bloody friendly. Oh, that's a good save from Dubravka. He went for the shot from the free kick, guys, to Dubravka's near post, and he flew himself to the right to turn it round. I'm not sure it was any danger of going in, but Dubravka had to get there. It was actually a good save. Really good save. Very good free kick, whipped into the near post, and Dubravka turned it away. The corner goes nowhere, but that's a mistake from Joe Linton. And once again, Mainz get another corner. Joe needs to be quicker there. Lost the ball in a dangerous position. And Sven Botman covered him really well there, and it goes out for a corner. Kendo says, man of the match so far, Big Joe or Bruno. Yeah, I think Joe's probably shading it a little bit. It's certainly not our striker. That's an absolute guarantee. But anyway, Mainz have another corner. Dangerous again, floated into the near post, and I'm not sure what the Mainz player was trying to do there. He seemed to lose his balance, and it just hit him and disappears. For a goal kick, so no harm. We're about 5 minutes away from half time here, and we are still goalless. Decent first half from Newcastle, I have to say, but the finishing has been absolutely woeful. And really, I mean, you could say, oh, it might get better as the season goes on, but we're talking about Chris Wood here. And unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. The goalkeeper is an interesting one, isn't it? I mean, Glenn's saying there, you've seen the saves Dubs made in training. Yes. So, you know, Dubravka and Pope, it's going to be a battle. I'm intrigued to see who he's going to pick for the first game of the season. Personally, I still think it's going to be Nick Pope, but time will tell. Malcolm says, I didn't think you could warm up on the goal line. I don't know what the hell they were doing. But anyway, Play goes on. Mainz have it in the middle of the park. Again, good shutting down by Newcastle. Trippier wins the ball back brilliantly and then is brought down, and it's a free kick to Newcastle. Again, right on them. As soon as they get the ball, bang, we're on them in a shot. And I think that's a credit to Newcastle, the way they're playing here. Matt Ritchie now on the left-hand side, pulls it inside for Joe Linton. Joe Linton then heads out to the left, back to Matt Ritchie. Ritchie tries to give the ball back to Joe Linton down the left, but it's intercepted. Longstaff intercepts that one. Botman plays it across to Fabian Schär on the right side of the centre-backs. Plays it into Bruno. Bruno quick. Oh, what a turn by Bruno. Absolute magician. And then just unlucky, tried to play the ball through, and it was intercepted. What a turn by Bruno. I think he actually megged that Mainz player there. He's not going to be happy. The Mainz player absolutely megged. Brilliant stuff from Bruno. Unfortunately, just couldn't get the final ball through. As now it's with Kieran Trippier way on the right-hand side now. Trippier plays it in, looking for the run of Chris Wood. He'll be looking a long time. Now Mainz have it way back, and it's deflected for a Mainz free kick halfway through there. Halfway up there, half. Pope in goal, Dubes up front instead of Wood. I'd have that. I'd go with that. 100%. 100%. Guys, if you are enjoying the show, please do hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell. And it'll let you know when we do upload or we go live. And again, you can donate to the channel if you wish. Just hit the $sign at the bottom of the live comments, and that'll take you through that way. So thank you in advance for that. But we are still 0-0 as we approach half-time here in Austria. And the ball is with Sean Longstaff midway through the Mainz half. Gives it to Fraser. Fraser now out to Matt Ritchie. Ritchie turns back and finds Sven Botman. Botman, quick ball into Shah. He lays it up to Bruno. Bruno in that sort of quarterback position, isn't he? Just looking for the pass. But without Callum Wilson there, he's not going to get a through ball like he would. Well won by Fraser. Newcastle battling for the ball. Referee waves play on. There's a Mainz player rolling around as if he's been shot. I'm not sure who he was caught by there. Pete says, Paul, you need to look at Chris Wood through your Cody tinted glasses. I don't have those glasses anymore. I smashed them. We definitely need to bring in some quality going forward this window. Apparently, we need a right winger and a forward looking solid defensively. Yeah, I'd agree. And I think a lot of the Newcastle fans have said that for a while now. That we do need. Those are the two positions that we clearly need to improve on, right wing and a striker, because I'm not confident. I don't think anybody's confident that Callum Wilson is going to still be, 100% fit all season. I just don't think that's ever going to be an option. And, we're a man down when we play Chris Wood up front. We really are. Mainz again trying to play out from the back, and the goalkeeper's just kicked it straight out of play. Again, good pressing from Newcastle. Really good pressing. It's all the way back with Dubravka now. Your commentary is hilarious. Somebody would say you're picking on Chris Wood. Well, let them. I don't care. I'm not picking on Chris Wood. I'm just stating the obvious like every other fan would. And if anybody says... It's just crazy. Emily says, Paul, my husband says you're the best commentator in Durham. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Paul, do you think that Matt Ritchie will stay for the new season? It looks that way. He certainly looks like he's part of Eddie Howe's squad. And we'll just have to wait and see by the time that window closes. God knows. Football changes on such a daily basis. It really does. Joe Linton has the ball here. I'm not sure what's going on. Nice touch by the referee there. And a little spin back on the ball. Anyway, Fabian Schär has the ball. Plays it forward for the run of Miggy. Miggy brings it down really, really well, but he's got a player all over him, but he skips around him. Nice play by Miggy, and he's won a corner. Nice play. In fact, it's a free kick, which Miggy takes quickly. The referee has shown a yellow card, so I think he'll pull the play back again. Miggy skipped round him, and it looked like a shirt pull. Emily says, my husband is Ian. Yeah, I thought as much. Thank you very much. Fraser's touches are too far off from Wood. Just hope it's pre-season rust. Yeah, Fraser, he started the game really well, but he's got a little bit out of it. But this is a good opportunity. We're into injury time now in the first half, and it's an opportunity for Newcastle here. for Trippier to whip it in. Again, good height in the box for Newcastle. But he plays it back to Bruno. Bruno then whips the cross in. It's a poor one, straight to the first man. And that's what I want to see us do better with this season. Beating the first man with crosses. Here's Miggy. Opportunity. Bruno let it run and there was nobody behind him. It's going to be very interesting to see if Eddie makes a lot of changes like he did in the first game on Friday, or whether he tries to keep these out for a bit longer. Josh, I am judging them all consistently. Trippier's pass wasn't on point. It was. He just needs to take that with his left foot and hit it on his right, but he can't. So think whatever. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to have their opinions, but it's half-time anyway, and it's goalless. And Newcastle haven't, unfortunately, tested the Mainz goalkeeper. The performance has been okay, though. We've knocked the ball around really well, really nicely. Yeah, I'm quite satisfied with that first half. Not the striker, though. I think had Callum. This is the thing. I want to see Callum Wilson and Maxi on with the. I want to see our best players on the pitch. I know it's early doors in a friendly, but I really want to see that. You know how they'll perform with the better players on the pitch. Because if he's going to change it all around again, you know, on 60 minutes, you know, you're going to have the likes of Maxi and Callum on it with the players who aren't necessarily going to be in that starting lineup for the Forest game. Now, whether he does anything differently, you know, in the future friendlies, we'll just have to see. But anyway, shots on target, 1 for Newcastle, 2 for Mainz. Shots wide, 2 for Newcastle, 1 for Mainz. Not a lot of 10 fouls committed for Mainz, which is quite a lot for a friendly, but there you go. But 0-0. Vitamin doesn't want to see Callum Wilson today. Doesn't want to get him hurt. Doesn't want to see him get hurt. We need Paqueta, Diaby, and a striker. Bruno and Botman have been the most impressive. First half screams our backup strike force aren't up to Premier League standard. Well, I think we already knew that, to be honest, but you're right. Definitely not up to Premier League standard. I mean, you know, the shots we've had. I mean, I'm looking at that ball again through from Trippier. Just take it on your left and hit it with your. All you had to do there was trap the ball with his left and curl it into the corner with his right. So, you know, coming at me saying Trippier's ball was poor. Come on. You cannot. You just. And I'm not. You know, you can come at me for picking on Chris Wood or wherever it may be, but I'm not. I'm just stating the bloody obvious. But hey-ho. Anyway, I am going to take a quick bathroom break, guys, while half-time's on, and we will be back with you for the second half. So go and grab a nice cold beverage, and we'll see you for the second half. Welcome back, everybody. Still in the dressing room, the players. Nothing happening on the pitch. But guys, I've just seen sort of arguments in the comments. Let's just keep it. The whole point of the Toon review is to talk about Newcastle United without having personal digs. Everyone's going to have an opinion. My opinion is Chris Wood is rotten. He's terrible. But that's my opinion. Some people may think, oh, he's okay. He's fine. Just, you know what I mean? But hey ho. It is what it is. So we support the same team. Let's talk about it positively. If somebody has an opinion, then discuss it by all means, but you don't have to make personal digs and things like that. It's just rotten. But please, guys, remember to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe and the notification bell. And of course, if you want to donate to the channel, you can do by hitting the $ at the bottom of the live comments, and that'll take you through that way. So thank you in advance for that. For some reason, I've still got the clock ticking away, so I will stop the clock now. And we'll change that to 45 minutes. Start that up when the second half kicks off, which the players are now, I believe, about to make the way back out. Toon is Pete's Tonic. Says, afternoon all. Hope everyone enjoying the sunshine. Sat in the local having a few pints of Strongbow dark fruits. Nice one. Nice. How are the lads, says Anne. Botman as a unit, says Shane. He certainly is. He certainly is. You know what it is, Botman? He's one of those players that looks very, very comfortable on the ball. Doesn't panic. But Bruno, for me, I mean, some of the players he made in that first half were absolutely tremendous. Some of the turns, and again, when he's got one or two men on his back, he doesn't panic. He just keeps calm and plays the ball. It's just absolutely outstanding. Darren says it's too hot outside. I've just jumped into the kids' pool to cool down. I wish I had a pool. I tell you, I'd be actually broadcasting this from the pool. Sitting in an iced watered pool, no doubt about that. But never mind. Chris Woods needs the service in the box. He scores for his country every game. Yes, that's because he plays against the Cook Islands and places like that. Let's be honest, New Zealand don't really play any quality, world on the world stage. So you can't really listen. Again, have you say it's fine. It's fine. Calvin says, let's get behind Woody. Yes, he may not be the most technical, but get behind Eddie and co. I've said a million times, I said before this game, I'd love to see Chris Wood bag a couple of goals, get his confidence up, but we're not seeing it. It just looks the same. He's not good enough for this level. And nothing's going to change my mind on that, unfortunately. But yes, I'd love to see him score. And I think it would do his confidence the world of good. Some of the subs just making their way off the pitch now as we're ready to kick off for the second half. Kev's channel says, I think it's currently 33 degrees Celsius outside, at least according to phone. Yeah, I think it's 33 on mine. Let me just check. Yeah, 33 degrees. And it's got to be hotter tomorrow. Sweltering. Dan says Wood is okay. He's just not Wilson. I think it's a mental thing. If he scores a few, who knows? Yeah, who knows? I'd love to see him score. Newcastle United get the second half underway. And again, and we are off and running in the second half. Interesting to see if he does change it up on 60 minutes again. And if so, how many does he change this time? Whether he goes with the full outfit. We will have to wait and see, of course. But I want to see us have a few more shots on goal here. I think we've been powder puff up front. We played really well. Played some nice football, some nice first touches. Bruno's caught one in the breadbasket there. I think that's just in his face. He'd be all right. Just took the ball in the nose. Is Jamal Lewis injured, says Dark by Design? Yes, he is. Eddie confirmed that in his interview the other day. Wood's a different type of striker to Wilson. He will come good, says Darren. Nigel says Wood needs crosses, but that's not our strategy by the looks of it, so pointless. Listen, if you're going to play a striker, then play to his strengths. Surely you want your striker absolutely flying in on crosses and things like that. But Wilson's just way more effective at the minute. He really is. Anyway, the second half is underway, and Newcastle have a throw right on the halfway line. 39 where Ian is, 36 where Russell is. Now here come Mainz again, closing them down quickly. That's a good ball though. Got behind. This is dangerous. He tries to get back on his right foot. That's terrible, and cleared away by Kieran Trippier. Now Longstaff to Bruno. Bruno, lovely little dink pass. And Newcastle break now with Fraser. They've got Joe Linton on the left-hand side. This is big Joe. He couldn't take it in his stride. And again, just opportunity just went by the wayside there. But it's cut back to Fraser. Fraser's cross into the box is a poor one, too deep. Again, both Newcastle players that were in the box went to the near post. It went over them all and straight into the man Bun's hands. But again, Mainz kick it out and straight away we're on them like a rash. They really don't like us playing like this, to be fair. They don't enjoy having Newcastle United swarming all over them as soon as they get the ball. It's fair to say when I stood up at half-time, I felt like I had a puddle in my ass, to be honest. It is hot as hell. Niagara Falls going down my back. But, you're watching Newcastle, so it can't be all that bad. Mainz have a throw in. Midway through the... Play it all the way back to Dubravka. No serious threat there. Dubravka just lays it back to Botman. Botman just calm on the ball, just looking to give it... He's got meat on either side. This could end up going back to Dubravka, but Botman just taking his time. Mainz aren't really pressing. Rolls it into Bruno. Bruno now just turns, has a check, see what's available, plays it out to the right-hand side where Kieran Trippier waits. Trippier plays it up, poor pass actually, straight to the Mainz midfield, but they lose the ball and kick it straight out of play. Long throw in, looking for Chris Wood. But beaten to it by the defender, and it's cleared away by Mainz right up the halfway line, high in the air. Botman doing battle and wins the ball. Brilliant brute strength there from Botman. Dubravka now plays it all the way out to the left-hand side where Matt Ritchie waits. He plays it into Bruno. Bruno again, head up, just rolls around. Plays it outside to Cher. Cher goes up the line looking for... That's a nice touch by Chris Wood, I think, and he was blocked there. Well, not blocked, but taken down. Wood is down injured. Sorry, it was Miggy. I thought that was a rather good touch. Played it round the back. Joe Linton looked to play the 1-2, and Miggy was poleaxed. Little dirty foul, that. And for me, if that's a normal game, that's another yellow card. But the referee being rather lenient there. Joe Linton now holding the ball up. That's where he's improved so much when he's got players all. That's an awful pass by Trippier, and he's gone and made a horrendous tackle as well. Now, went to play the quick free kick, and Joe Linton kind of blocked it, but the referee isn't going to do anything there. He's just going to play on. But awful pass by Trippier, and he knew he made a mistake, and then he went and took the Mainz player out. Mainz now come down the right-hand side into the box. Played across. This is an opportunity. Great block. Rebound. Blocked again. And Mainz should really be 1-0 in front there. They're screaming for a corner. They're not going to get it. But that was a hell of a block. I'm not sure who it was. He's the replay. Pulled back just around about 10 yards out. And I think it was blocked twice by Fabian Cher. Great position for Mainz to go in front there. Actually, it was Botman blocked the first one. Cher blocked the second one. And it's out for a goal kick. And that's surely a foul. Free kick to Newcastle around 20 yards out. This is a good opportunity again for Kieran Trippier. But Mainz should really be 1-0 up there. It was poor. It was poor. Newcastle take a quick free kick. I'm a bit surprised at that. Cross comes in. It's headed behind. And Manbun can't stop the header going behind for a corner to Newcastle. I'm surprised it took a free kick there. A quick free kick. I thought that was in perfect territory for Kieran Trippier. Obviously not, but they do take a quick corner. For some stupid reason, it's cleared away again. They don't get it past the first man. Again, a problem. Not beating the first man. Here's Miggy, who's actually done plenty of running in this game, but he's lost the ball there. And Mainz win a free kick deep in their own half. Status says Matt Ritchie awful at left back, allowed his man all the way into the box and couldn't block. Yep, that was a problem there. An attacking midfielder would do wonders for Newcastle. Paqueta, yeah. Dan says you don't want to play against 10 in a friendly, kind of ruins the purpose. Absolutely. But listen, if a foul's bad enough in a friendly, I've seen friendlies that have gone way over the top, man. Completely way over the top. But hopefully it doesn't get like that. But there has been some nasty little fouls in this game. But it's certainly been a good test for Newcastle. Certainly a bit, a much more of a sterner test than what it was against Munich the other day. Obviously, a gulf in two divisions, really, Bundesliga to League One. But I thought we've done all right. I think Mainz have had the better chance there of this whole match. But then again, it was 10 yards out, good block by Sven Botman, and then the second one blocked by Scher. Good defending, you could say, but should never have been allowed into that position in the first place. That's why Matt Ritchie is not a left back. Newcastle now trying to build on the left-hand side, but Botman's put it straight out of play. He thought Ritchie was higher up the pitch to receive that ball, and he wasn't. But I think Mainz have been a little bit surprised at how Newcastle have reacted when, Mainz have the ball. I don't think they expected Newcastle to be swarming all over them like they are, which is good to see. But we're just lacking that killer ball, that killer touch. We need to test this goalkeeper. We haven't tested him at all yet. Here's Sean Longstaff, though. That could change. Try to play a through ball for Miggy, and it was very well defended. And now Mainz might come out on the break. Here they come through the middle, but Newcastle look like they've got plenty back. Sean Longstaff needs to do more for me in this game. He hasn't really had done anything. That's offside. Indeed it is. Stato says, okay, it's time for Maxi and Wilson on now. We need more oomph. Indeed we do. I just want to see a little bit more oomph, and I want to see how those two do with these players on the pitch. Here's Joe Linton. Lovely little ball through for Miggy on the right-hand side. Lots of space on the edge of the box for Miggy. Cuts back onto his left. Has the chance gone. He lines it up for Joe Linton, and a good save. Pushed around the post by the Mainz goalkeeper. I'm not sure where that took a deflection. In fact, it was Sean Longstaff who rifled it in. Miggy just laid it back. Longstaff came on. No, it was Joe Linton. Why'd the camera pan on Longstaff? It didn't take a deflection. I think it hit the goalkeeper in the chest. Rather unorthodox save, but hey-ho, it's saved anyway. That's a better corner. Joe Linton won it, but unfortunately it just loops to the goalkeeper who come charging out. That was better. Nice intricate play. Miggy, I don't know whether he could have done better, but eventually just cut back onto his left and then laid it back to Joe Linton, who hit a really good shot. And the keeper made a bit of a meal of the save off his chest, but it was a save anyway. Mainz again playing out from the back, and we're swarming all over them. They're making mistakes. The ball's going out of play. What's wrong with your glasses today, Paul? Nothing. I'll tell you what the problem is. I've got it on a smaller screen, the match, because I'm having to make the screen a little bit smaller. In fact, quite a bit smaller, so I can keep the StreamYard on one side of the screen and the match on the other. And it's unfortunately a lot smaller. So some of the players I'm not picking up straight away. But I do apologize, Stato. Jeez, you can't please everybody. Ours says, whatever might be the result, we should have good stats here. Yeah, absolutely. Again, Newcastle forcing Mainz to play very, very quick football. And again, we force them into losing the ball. And that's a foul on Sven Botman. Trippier wants to play it quickly and does indeed play it quickly. Here come Newcastle now. And it just trickles back to the goalkeeper. Nothing comes of it. Billy says, all our threat is down our right. Nothing from the left. Yeah, it is. Nothing coming from the left. But I have a feeling that Eddie's going to change a lot of the players. He's not just going to put a couple on you. I think he's going for the same sort of setup that he did on Friday, which I'd be disappointed with because I really want to see Maxi and Wilson play with these players. But there's plenty. Look, there's plenty preseason games left, and it's about building fitness and things like that. So we just have to trust in Eddie. Fabian Schär's down at the minute, which looks like a bit of cramp as we look at Maxi warming up. There is a lot of Newcastle players warming up, so it's going to be interesting to see if Maxi does come on or they do make big changes. What are we? 56 minutes into the game. Cooling break looks like it's taking place here, or they just decide to take a drinks break while Fabian Schär gets some treatment. We can't play like this against Benfica. Benfica is a different kettle of fish altogether. But look, the performance-wise, it has been okay. It really has. We've had the majority of the ball, but we've lacked a killer instinct. There has been some defensive problems, certainly from left back position, but we just look nothing up front at the minute. We've got nothing. Sean Longstaff does really well to win the ball back there. That was a brilliant turn. And another foul. He's so good at that, Bruno, just clipping the ball around. He just forces players in to make mistakes. That's not 10 yards, referee. But the referee says play on. Mainz have a break here down the left-hand side. It's a big, big chance to take the lead. And they do. It's 1-0 to Mainz. Suck my nipples with a bear clamp. Unbelievable. That should never have happened. Bruno went to take a quickish free kick. I'm not sure whether he was 10 yards back, to be honest, but I thought Dubravka should have come for that. The ball was played through. Dubravka stayed back. I'm not sure what anybody else thinks of that, but that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Neat finish, and Mainz have the lead. But I have to ask what, Dubravka, should he have come out? When that through ball was played, would you expect your keeper to come out? See, I think that's the difference between Dubravka and Nick Pope. Nick Pope would be way off his line and coming out as in a sweeper keeper situation where he could have cleared the ball. But that was poor. That was poor. And we are a goal down. Well, let's get these defensive mistakes out, just gone before the start of the league campaign. But that was really, really poor. Far too easy. A lot of people saying in the comments they should have thought Dubravka. That's nice. Big chance for Newcastle on the left-hand side, but a poor cross again. I don't know what Matt Ritchie was trying to do there, but it was an awful cross straight to the goalkeeper. We've got to do better in them circumstances. We've just got to. Give players a chance to get on the end of things. A cross going straight to the goalkeeper. Right, Dan Burns on the pitch. I'm not sure when the hell did Dan Burn come on the field? Okay, nothing was said on the. Well, nothing was put up on the screen there. Mainz have a goal kick. So Dan Burns come on for Sven Botman by the looks of things, or has he come on for Fabian Schär? Does anybody actually know? Craig, I've struggled to know how I'm 5 minutes behind. I've got exactly the same as everybody else, and here come the substitutions. Newcastle are doing exactly what they did the other day. They're changing the team basically. So we're not going to see. We're not going to see it. Maxi and Wilson playing with those players, unfortunately. But 1-0 Mainz. Let's see if the second 11 can do any different now coming on. I'm disappointed, I have to say, because I think, possession-wise, we've done all right. Closing down, we've done all right. But there's just those little problems that are still there by the looks of things. And certainly problems, i.e. not getting the ball through to the striker. I think Trippier's had a poor game, to be honest. he hasn't looked he didn't look his normal self today. He gave the ball. He's given the ball away a few times, and of course the goal. Poor. Just a lack of communication, and we paid the price. I think the problem is when you're watching it online, some people are ahead, some people are behind. So, but just don't comment on it until I've spoke about it, and then we can all talk about it together. Nothing new here, says Apocalyptic. It's showing what we already knew about certain players. James says, imagine dealing with Wood for 60 minutes and Maxime Wilson come on. Well, yeah, it's a completely different ball game. Ball played forward by Newcastle, looking for the run of Callum Wilson. Just more of a threat. Yeah, he's just more of a threat. Lovely ball by Shelvey over the top. Now, Newcastle moving forward. Here is Maxi. Plays it nicely down, looking for Elliot Anderson. And it runs out for a Mainz. No, that's Matt Target, in fact. Sorry, I do apologise. Matty Target there. The throw-in's gone straight to Matt Target. That was a awful throw-in, and I'm not sure what the hell happened there between Shelvey and Anderson, but the ball just ran between the pair of them. And here come Mainz now down the right-hand side again. Maxi backtracking, which is nice to see, and forces Mainz to turn and go backwards. Chris says, see, Paul, people keep saying we need a striker. We really need real wide attacking players who can beat their backline. I agree with that, but I do also think we need a striker as well. But listen, this is food for thought for Eddie Howe. There's no doubt about it. When he sees the lack of, the lack of anything up front, that certainly in the first 60 minutes there, we've got a different striker on the pitch now, but that will surely stand out to Eddie Howe as Mainz prepared to make a few changes. One of them is going to be the goalkeeper as well. Here's Callum Wilson. Oh, it's just blasted away by Mainz out to the left-hand side. Actually did well to keep that in there. Lovely little touch that was. Well, we're a goal down, guys. We're a goal down. It was a poor goal to concede, but hopefully we can get ourselves back into this. Eric says, does Newcastle get a goal total team total is 0.5? I'm not sure what that means. We also need a creative midfielder, in my opinion. Willock and Longstaff not good enough. Look, we can't. What we have to be aware of here, guys, is that we can't change the whole team. We just can't. We can't buy players just for the hell of it. It's just not going to happen. It's going to be a slow process before the whole squad gets changed, which it will, eventually, but not at the moment. We just have to be patient as fans. We're not going to change overnight. Guys, we've got over 760 watching, which is incredible. Thank you so much for that, guys. If you can, please hit the like button and let YouTube know that something good is happening on the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button, as well as that notification bell, which will let you know when we do upload or we go live. We've got lots of live shows coming up, lots of videos on any Newcastle United news. We keep you updated 100% on this channel. No bullshit, no rumour mills, no nothing like that. We just talk about players that have been linked and see what they bring to the club. But we never, ever, ever talk about players that are, saying, oh, they've got medicals due and anything like that unless we get an announcement from the club itself. Chris says, I'm waiting for the game. Wide players coming back, not daring to push the back line and cut in. I can't see that tactic. We used to stay up, but we are playing a team who built high press with Klopp. Yes, they did. That's nice from Newcastle. Though. Now driving into the box here is Anderson. He plays it wide. Nice little ball to Emil Kraft out on the right. Byline cuts it back. Oh, how did that not go in? That should have been 1-1, but it was good defending. It was very good defending, actually. Tickle my toes with a bird's feather. That could have been 1-1, guys, but it wasn't. And the ball's been kicked out of play for some unknown reason. Good running again, though. Good play by Emil Kraft. Pulled it right back. Willock, poor finish. Very, very poor. He should have done much better than that. But again, he just powder puff at the ball. Just brushed off his foot. But this is it. We're having way more the majority of play, but we haven't got that cutthroat killer instinct at the minute. Joe Willock now plays a long ball out to Emil Kraft again on the right-hand side, and he's not going to keep that in. I don't think Emil Kraft wanted to risk an injury there. Spiders has changed his scoreboard. I have. It's 1-0 to Mainz. The scoreboard doesn't need changing. Brian says, Paul, thank you for doing a watch-along, especially for us, those that can't watch the match. You're very welcome, Brian. Danielle says, if we let Anderson go on loan, it will be a huge mistake. I believe that as well. I believe there is something for Elliot Anderson this season. But, if he stays, I'm 50-50 with it at the minute as to whether he will. I'm sure Eddie knows what his plans are for him. But Peter's with Brozier going to West Ham, I think we might have something up our sleeves. Yeah, it's a good acquisition for West Ham if that's been confirmed. Here's Max. He cuts onto his right and shoots straight against a Mainz player. There is a Mainz player down, but player has gone on. I don't know what the injury was there, but Mainz certainly not in any position to kick the ball out. And Newcastle now take it. So if that player's still down, Mainz have nothing to shout about. But now the referee seems to have blown up. I'm not sure what the injury is there. He's holding his face. Anderson's showing more than Murphy so far in pre-season, says Alex. Yeah, definitely. Gladbach, they dropped so much since their old manager left. They've been dreadful. Have we pulled out at Brozier as Chelsea don't want to sell, but loan only? As the rumour was, we wanted a loan to buy next season. Look, it looks like he's going to West Ham, to be honest. I think it's pretty close, that deal. Which, again, rules another striker out. But there is strikers out there, guys. There's loads of them. It's just a case of who Eddie wants and if Eddie does want another striker, because, let's be honest, I think he'll have learned something from this game. I'm under no doubt. Mainz beat Bayern Munich in April 3-1, to be fair. They aren't bad. No, they're not. And I think we've played very well against them today, but we just don't have that cutting instinct. We'll lack something at the minute, or we have so far. But we've got, 20 minutes left? I think there'll be a bit of injury time due to this Mainz player being down, but we'll see. Danielle says, look at the state of Saint, all bandaged up. I know. It's only this, third game of pre-season, and he's already got the bandages on. Absolute craziness. Darren says, we need a different type of striker to Wood and Wilson to give the team a different balance. I just think we need a freaking goal scorer. So if Wilson does miss games, we've got another goal scorer. Because Chris Wood's just not an out-and-out goal scorer like Callum Wilson is. Hamad says, thank you for doing a watch-along. I would have been sleeping if I had to listen to the commentator. You're very welcome. Rangers slapped Dortmund, though, and probably should have beat Frankfurt. We can't have Wood as a second striker for another season, says Goatfather. I agree, but, some people still sticking up for him and wanting him there next season, or this season. Here's Lascelles out wide now to Emil Kraft. Kraft, little ball into Murphy. Murphy pulls it back to Lascelles. Dan Burns spreads it out wide to Matt Target now. Target down the line to Maxi. Back to Matt Target. Target into Shelby. Shelby just rolls it back to Dan Burn. Burn turns, looked to give it left, but it was intercepted. Maxi trying to win the ball back, but Mainz come away with it. Oh, that's a good ball. That is a very good ball. Splits the defence. That's poor defending, but they've managed to get numbers back, Newcastle. Ball crossed in, but it took a deflection, and Newcastle eventually deal with it and have won a free kick. That was a bit of a nasty late challenge again. But Emil Kraft, great defending, covering his centre-backs well there. Well, covering Lascelles, funny enough. And then the referee blows for a free kick. Very late tackle coming in from behind like that, but that's what we've seen from the Germans so far. And there's another little niggly foul. Elliot Anderson, the player, went down, but he gets straight back up, hobbling a little bit, but he'll be okay. Shelvey just taking his time as to where he's going to put this free kick, but he decides to just gently roll it back to Dan Burn. And some poor tackles going in from Mainz here, I have to say. Some not great tackles. Here's Shelvey. Turns, gives it to Lascelles. Now, what's Lascelles going to do with this? He plays it out wide to Emil Kraft. Kraft straight down the line looking for Murphy. Murphy turns. Kraft on the overlap. Murphy had 3 players around him, couldn't get the ball across. Oh, Lascelles makes the interception, plays it back to Dan Burn. Burn will go back to Nick Pope. Pope just takes the ball on his left foot, plays it out wide to Jamal Lascelles, who then plays it square to Dan Burn. Burn will give it wide to Matt Targett. Targett looking for the run of Elliot Anderson, as has picked it out really well. Here's Anderson now, right to the byline, keeps it in play. He's got a Mainz player all over him, but he's holding the ball up brilliantly. Finds Maximin, gives it to Shelvey. Shelvey now checks back, crosses in. Great cross, and just about 2 inches too high for Callum Wilson to nod home. I thought he was going to get on the end of that. It just brushes off the top of his head and goes behind for a goal kick, but that is better. Great ball in from Shelvey, and just an inch too high for Callum Wilson, or that could have been 1-1. But it wasn't, and it remains 1-0 to Mainz. What we got? 73 minutes on the clock. We need to press a little bit more if we're going to get anything from this friendly. It's still 1-0 Mainz. Their manager came out before the game that he doesn't want any fouls from us. Seems like he's happy to... Yeah, it's completely the opposite way around, isn't it? They've been sticking their foot in where it's not wanted. C says, what pathetic play. We don't have anyone with a brain. Paqueta or assistance Diaby, and we still think we have a proper team. We've got a decent team. We're just, there's another yellow card for Merville Papela. Apparently, Luton Airport's been closed because the runway's melting. Bloody hell. Elliot Anderson's took some nasty tackles in this second half, without a doubt. But he's up again, and he's okay. He is Dan Burn across to Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles plays it wide again for Emil Kraft. Kraft, lovely little ball through to Joe Willock. Willock, terrible pass, and kicks it straight out of play. Murphy had made a good run for him, but he didn't. The pass was just god-awful. That's well won back. Now, Newcastle pressing forward again. Here's St. Maximin now. ASM cuts it back to Matty Targett. Targett tries to play the ball quickly in, and it's deflected out for a throw into Newcastle right by the corner flag. Here's ASM. Lovely little touch into Elliot Anderson. Immediately, Elliot cuts across and he hits one. Well, you've got to take credit to him. He put a shot on target. It wasn't the hardest shot in the world, straight at the goalkeeper. But again, not frightened to have a shot. He looks so exciting when Elliot Anderson gets the ball. He really does. He's very good with the ball at his feet. Control-wise, confidence-wise. So much better than some of the players that we actually have in this first team squad. Mainz have the ball now in the middle of the park. Callum Wilson just takes a little tumble as he tries to turn and chase the ball down. On the right halfway now for Mainz, but again, brilliant work from Elliot Anderson to win that ball back. Superb work, and he's bossed them off the ball. Plays a lovely ball down the line now for Kraft. Kraft just nicked the ball off his toes, and then the linesman goes and gives it a throw into Mainz. I find that astounding, but never mind. Brilliant from Elliot Anderson again, though. The work rate of the kid to win the ball back and then hold the players off. Brilliant. That's what I want to see from Elliot Anderson, without a doubt. And that's what certainly the Bristol Rovers fans saw from him last year, without a shadow of a doubt. Superb from Anderson. Dan Burn creates a foul there, so it'll be a free kick to Mainz. Well, he just pushes him over. That's a poor tackle from Dan Burn, to be fair. Anderson again. Seen a lot of the ball since he's come on. No problem at all. He is Maxi now into Shelvey. Shelvey, long, high, hanging ball to Kraft, who took that down beautifully. That's a foul as well. I have to say, this number 37 for Mainz, I don't know who he is, but he's a cocky little shit. Need Big Joe on the pitch, just give him a few nasty knocks. We've got to remember, though, guys, this is pre-season. It's only the third pre-season game in the build-up to the season. I know we've still got, there's still definitely areas where we can improve on the pitch. There is no doubt about that. Some players look the same as last year, but it is pre-season. And, these results, they count for fitness, etc. And I'm sure that, Eddie Howe will take a lot from them. The areas where we do need to be improved. That's great play from Maxi. Ball across the pitch to Emil Kraft. Kraft into Murphy. Murphy turns. Oh, simple pass, man. Simple 5-yard pass and gives it away. And that's what I'm talking about. Some of the players just aren't good enough. Ball over the top now. Here's Maxi, left edge of the box. Oh, nice turn. Cuts it back. Shelvey! Oh, he's hit it way over the bar. Again, should have put that on target. He actually had a chance to take a touch there rather than hit that first time. And he's ballooned it. Peter says, I think Kraft is a quality player. Look, I tell you what, he's come on and he's been highly involved in this game as well. I'm very, very impressed with Emil Kraft. I have to say, he's working hard every time. And you can tell that he's learning from Eddie. Status says the ref has lost control of the game. Mainz shutting every attack down with small fouls that should be accumulating yellows. No use for them or us as a practice. Yep. Delusion if you think pre-season games mean anything. Man United to win the Premier League and Champions League this year because it beat Liverpool. Look, it's not delusional. Pre-season games, they do mean something. It is pre-season, yes, and it's all about fitness and working your tactics out and things like that. However, at the same time, Eddie wants to see what different players can do and what systems work, etc., etc. That's what pre-season's about and all, and the build-up to the... you don't just go into the first game of a Premier League season and change your tactics. You do what you've been doing in the build-up in pre-season games. So they do mean something. But we already knew some of these players just simply weren't good enough. We knew that. But yes, we do get people commenting, just blind panic, thinking, "Oh my God, and going way, way over the top just because we're getting beat in a pre-season friendly game." That's always going to happen, unfortunately. But I'm not reading too. I'm not sort of sitting here and going, "Oh, we're losing a pre-season friendly game. Oh my God, the season's going to be crap," because that's just ludicrous. But they do mean something for building the tactics together, building your players' camaraderie, etc., and getting ready for that first game. That's brilliant from Emil Kraft. Oh, now Wilson's in. Big chance for Callum Wilson. And he's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. I think it hit him in the face. He was quite wide, Callum Wilson, there, to be fair. And he went for power over precision and it smacked off the goalkeeper and out for a corner. Lovely ball. Yeah, it did hit him right in the side of the head. He did put his arms up to save it, but it went through his arms and smashes him right off the head. But a good save anyway. But Emil Kraft took a nasty one. Again, late tackle from the Mainz player there, and should have been at least booked for that. That was a shocking tackle. But we have a corner. Just a bit of a delay in play here. One of the teams was going to try and make a substitution, but nothing has come of it. Matty Targett's come across to take the free kick, tells Richie to get lost. So it's going to be Matt Targett to take the corner for Newcastle United. Can we get something from this? Corner comes in. It's a very good corner, but just flicked away. I think we'll win a throw-in. Yes, we do. Maxie's gone across to take the throw-in. Now, Maxie tries to cross it in again. Nothing. Poor cross. Again, just drifted along the ground, and nobody's going to get on the end of that. Comfortable for the Mainz defender. Here's Joe Willock on the ball now for Newcastle. Plays it out wide to Matt Targett. Targett's head up, looking for somebody to make a run. Here's Willock again. Outside to John Joe Shelvey. Shelvey, head up. Beautiful floated ball for Callum Wilson, just a bit too high. And it goes straight to the goalkeeper. But Callum Wilson causing problems again. He's a very aggressive player, as Callum Wilson. You can tell in everything he does. He goes for the ball in a very, very aggressive way. And, he will do anything to beat the defender to it. Oh, lovely touch from Anderson and completely blocked off. But the referee plays on. Brilliant stuff. Maxie's gone for a fall and he's lost the ball. Maxie lost his balance there as Newcastle were breaking forward and the move has just dried up like the Sahara Desert. And Mainz can bring the ball away. But again, good pressing from Newcastle to win it back. And it's deflected out for a throw. So what we've got about 7 minutes to go, guys, and then injury time, if there is going to be any. And we are still trailing Mainz by that 1-0. Mainz's only real opportunity of the second half, apart from that one that was blocked by Botman earlier on. That's good pressing from Jacob Murphy, forces the Mainz player to kick it out of play. A little bit of afters there. Dan Burn now halfway through his own half. Plays it out wide to Matty Targett. Targett back to Dan Burn. Burn looking for some advancing players. Slips it into Willock. Willock plays it to Shelvey. Shelvey head up straight away, looking for that pass to break Newcastle forward. It comes out to Matty Targett. He goes down the line, looking for the runner. Callum Wilson was well intercepted. And Mainz bring the ball away again. Ball through to the right-hand side. Mainz get a break way down the right-hand side here. Played it in too quick, and Jamal Lascelles is there to cover it up. And it's now with Dan Burn, who plays a long ball down the field. Shelvey. Beautiful ball. Beautiful ball out to ASM on the first time. Half volley. Brilliant pass. Superb. Now Elliot Anderson into Joe Willock. Willock outside to Emil Kraft, who's making a run forward. Back to Joe Willock. Willock's head up, plays it wide, out to Maxie in a bit of space now. ASM looking to cut in onto his right foot. He does indeed. He's going on a bit of a jink as ASM again. Plays it wide out to Matty Targett. Targett's ball comes in, deflected, straight in the goalkeeper's hands. And again, very poor that nothing comes from it. Good build-up play again, but the final ball is just not there today. Real shame. Four and a bit minutes left, plus any injury time that the referee is going to allow. Of course, there was a long delay for one of the Mainz players, but whether he adds that on or not during a friendly, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of comments coming in about the pitch. A lot of players have slipped today. Not sure whether it's just been overwatered or it's in poor condition. Chris says, Paul, I say the youth recruitment is a top thing, but if there are now top quality players for them to look at, but Bruno, Trips, and Botman, we won't see any attacking youth because we don't have. I think the academy is going to improve over the next couple of years dramatically. We've brought, listen, to be honest, we've brought in a lot of good youngsters. We've signed a lot of promising talent, so that's good to see. That and Dan Ashworth will be obviously a big part of that. Danielle says a good learning game for the team. Yeah, it is. But I think it's also a good learning game for Eddie Howe, because he's probably seeing that we're just lacking a cutting edge still. But again, we're building up the fitness, and that's the main priority. But also getting these players to gel and perform how Eddie Howe wants them to perform in a way that in a tactical way. But Lascelles so slow there, nearly lost the ball. Dan Burn, nice bit of play there. Just calm as you like on the ball and switches play out to Matty Target. Brilliant from Big Dan Burn. Now a ball on the left with Maxi. He's got Shelvey inside him, finds John Joe Shelvey. Shelvey cuts back. He's got Willock. Elliot Anderson screaming for the ball. Here's Shelvey again, looking to the right-hand side. Willock. Elliot Anderson's in a great position in the middle, and they're just not using him. Emil Kraft, nice 1-2 with Jacob Murphy. Murphy, though, can't get the cross in. And Mainz bring it away again. The quality just isn't there on the right-hand side to whip a cross in. And that's where we're lacking. Just play that ball in, get somebody on the end of it. Shelvey now. Can we get something to finish this game? Brilliant control again from Elliot Anderson. Spinning off his man. Jamal Lascelles now. Plays it out wide to Emil Kraft. Kraft down the line again to Jacob Murphy. Murphy forced out of play. It's just not happening. It's just not happening. There's not enough going on to. I mean, Murphy just out strength there, just out muscled and pushed around, and he ends up running the ball out of play. But there's been some plus points in this game. There's no doubt about it, because I think possession-wise, certainly first half, I thought we played very well. We knocked the ball around really well. We're knocking it around second half really well. It's just when we come to that final third, it just stops. We've lacked that killer instinct in the final third, and that's what does need addressing to me. But you know what? As for possession and passing it around, I think we've done very well. And I think we should be able to take a lot from that. But I think, as time goes on in the preseason, we need to start seeing our best players playing together. Like the likes of Target and Murphy, and it's not Murphy, sorry, Target, Wilson, ASM in with the likes of Bruno, Joe Linton, and the starting team. So there's still a long way to go in this preseason build-up, without a shadow of a doubt. I think they'll be disappointed to lose this game. By all means, there will be, especially the amount of possession that we've had. But we've just haven't been cutthroat up front, and that's been the problem today. I don't know where that cross was going, but it's all the way out of play for Nick Pope. But we're into injury time now, guys, at the end of the game, and Mainz still lead by that 1-0. Lascelles just tackled Willock. Yeah, I saw that. Now here's Elliot Anderson. Oh, he's won a corner. That's brilliant from Elliot Anderson. I mean, he has been superb today. Absolutely superb. In fact, I think it was Callum Wilson that won that, but Elliot Anderson is the corner for the ball on the edge of the box. He gets it. First touch, brings it in. He's gone down. I think he just slipped again. Maxi's trying to win the ball, but he's eventually given a free kick to Mainz. Oh, it's Callum Wilson. Oh, my God. I mean, I don't think Elliot Anderson and Wilson did nothing wrong there. I think it just tripping over each other's feet, and he gives a bloody free kick. Yeah, Danielle saying cue the meltdown. I really hope there isn't. What the hell is the point of having a meltdown, for God's sake? It's we've got a long way to go before the start of the season. We've got some good games coming up. But But I think that there is some things for Eddie Howe to look at without a shadow of a doubt, and that's what he used these games for. There's definitely things to look at. But that's it, guys. Final whistle goes. It has finished Newcastle United 0, Mainz 1, with that solitary goal halfway through the second half. And suddenly the fans are invading the pitch. I have no idea what's going on here. That's a bit sad. Why invade the pitch on a frigging pre-season friendly, for God's sake? Everybody crowding round St. Maximin with the phones. Jamal Lascelles has come across to help Maxi off the field. I don't think there's any... there's certainly no malice going on in the people that have come on the pitch. They're just obviously taking the opportunity to get some photos. Ball possession, 52% Newcastle, 48 for Mainz. Shots on target, 4 for Newcastle, 5 for Mainz. So, you know, not the greatest game in the world for chances, that's a certainty. But listen, it's all about the build-up to the season. But I do think there's a lot for Eddie Howe to contemplate after this game, after what he's just watched. I know, you know, it's pre-season and you can say that the cows come home, but pre-season is where you build up, you build up for the season. You build up your tactics, you build up your fitness. So Eddie Howe will look at that today and say, right, we had a lot of possession. Why aren't we getting the opportunity to score goals? You know, and a couple of chances fell to the likes of, Chris Wood today, certainly in the first half. And he didn't take those opportunities. But, hey-ho. I just hope there's no trouble for these players with these people going on the pitch. I think the majority of them are just trying to get selfies, to be fair. There's nothing, no malice in it at all as the players make their way off. But there you go, guys. Mainz have won the game. Thank you so much for joining me for the watch along. If you have enjoyed it, do hit the like button, guys. If you're new to the channel and you like what you've seen, please hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And thank you to everybody for tuning in today. We'll be back at 8 o'clock. Yet another live show. We've got the transfer show coming up with me, Billy, and Alex. That will be at 8 o'clock. So we'll see you then. But in the meantime, thank you so much for spending the afternoon with me watching the game. Unfortunately, we lost, but a lot to take from it. We'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Good night, guys.